him.
I want to watch the news.
Are you making headway at least?
This is the news.
Schmack-a-ma-gob, it's time for the only news that matters. And Becoming Led Zeppelin, the long-awaited documentary about Led Zeppelin's early days, finally has a general release date. The film originally premiered at the Venice International Film Festival in 2021, but was retitled and re-edited. Earlier this month, an initial run of the screening exclusive to IMAX venues was announced, and now the general release has been confirmed. In the UK, Becoming Led Zeppelin was shown at IMAX screens on February 5th and February 6th before a non-IMAX release on February 7th. Sony Pictures in the UK have also released a new trailer for the film that I saw, and it looks amazing. In North America, the film will preview at a select IMAX theater on February 5th, with further showings at more than 200 IMAX theaters on February 7th, before showing nationwide on more than 1,000 screens on February 14th. Other screenings have been confirmed in Australia, New Zealand, Germany, Italy, and Austria. Although at the time of the writing, the Becoming Led Zeppelin website only lists North America screenings. With Becoming Led Zeppelin, my goal was to make a new form of film, a documentary that resembles a musical, director Bernie McShaw said in 2021. He said, I wanted to weave together the four diverse stories of the band members before and after they formed their group, with large sections of their story advanced with only music and imagery, and to contextualize the music with the locations where it was created and the world events that inspired it. I used only original prints and negatives with over 70,000 frames of footage manually restored, and devised sequencing inspired by Singing in the Rain, layering unseen performance footage with montages of posters, tickets, and travels to create a visual sense of their early career. So there you go. I am psyched for this. Yes, I have been hearing about this forever. I didn't know that they already premiered it a couple years ago, in some select place in England, but man, I am dying to see it. See, I don't think Led Zeppelin has a good documentary, and this is the first really authorized one. I mean, I remember MTV had one back in 1990 when they released that box set, and they did like a, Led Zeppelin documentary. There wasn't no Behind the Music Led Zeppelin. And I know probably that stupid Reels show. They probably did a Led Zeppelin show. That's the worst show ever. They had a Van Halen one, and then when they were talking about Vangina, they said, Vangina sold more than Van Halen. Idiots. But let's get back to Led Zeppelin, man. What a band to me, man. Some don't like it, but you know what? What band out there everybody like? No, there's not a band. People hate the Beatles, The greatest band ever. Well, whether you agree or disagree that the Beatles are the great, one thing you cannot deny, they changed the world more than any other band. But this is about Led Zeppelin. One of the greatest bands ever, and in my opinion, wrote the greatest song ever, Stairway to Heaven. Unbelievable band that, oh my God, I've been into since I was a little kid. You know, it's a funny story. The first time Led Zeppelin, like, even I acknowledged Led Zeppelin was hanging out with my friend Henry. And I'm still buddies with him. And this had to be 1974, maybe? 73, 74, a long ass time ago. And we're all hanging out on a tree. And Henry was a few years older than me. And he goes, hey, Ralph, you like Led Zeppelin? And I said, yeah, he's cool. What a little poser I was. He's cool. Look at me, what an idiot. Henry had to correct me. But I do remember that. And that was before I was into, you know, Led Zeppelin music. You know, I think I heard maybe, well, I don't know, rock and roll. I know I've heard a Zeppelin song on the radio. I just don't remember what it was. And I thought it was a person. I was such a little poser. Anyway, and man, when I got into them, it became epic, man. I remember sneaking out of my house, seeing The Song Remains the Same at the midnight movie, buying everything Led Zeppelin as a kid. You know, once, you know, I got hit by the bug of Kiss, I had to find more hard rock stuff. And yeah, Zeppelin was definitely in there. And I bought every single Zeppelin album. At a very young age, maybe early 80s, I got them all. But I remember buying Into the Outdoor when it was brand new. And I had a few, I think I had Zeppelin 4 and maybe Houses of the Holy. Or the live album, Song Remains. Yeah, I had Song Remains the Same. I did have that one. Yeah, I think I had Zeppelin 4, you know? And then soon I got all of them. And I one of the greatest bands ever. I never get sick of Led Zeppelin. I never do. A lot of people do, you know? They're played to death on the radio, but I don't listen to radio. Doesn't taint, man. I drive around, you know, with my iPod Shuffle, and if Stairway to Heaven was to come on, there's no way I would skip it. Every time Stairway to Heaven graces my ears, I have to listen to the full 7-minute plus. You know, I need to hear the whole thing because I just think it's just the most incredible song ever written. You know, Tenacious D has that song called Greatest Song in the World, live version. They end it like Stairway to Heaven because they even know, man. But, you know, a lot of people that are just casual fans, they think like me. All the hardcore Zeppelin fans, like me, because I'm a hardcore Zeppelin fan, but I very much doubt any hardcore Led Zeppelin fan would say Stairway to Heaven is their best song. A casual would, and this hardcore Led Zeppelin fan will say it. Just the beginning and the flutes and, you know, how it just builds and builds, and then Jimmy Page does one of the most majestic, amazing guitar solos ever with Bonham pounding the hell out of the drums, man. My God, what a song. And that's 4 guys. There's no, there's no fucking production shit to sparkle it. It really is. It's beautiful, but it's really primitive and raw at the same time, majestic, and also the greatest song ever written. And now, before I leave, I would like all of you in the comments below, if you can, rank your favorite Led Zeppelin albums. I'm going to do that right now. All right? And at the very bottom, and I got to say, I do love this album, and I love all their albums, except for Coda, and that don't count. But if it did count, it'd be all the way at the bottom. But next, I would say Presence. I know Presence is a very loved album by many people. Some say it's their best album. Very guitar-oriented and kick-ass, pissed off. I love it. Love it. Achilles' Last Stand, T for One, Royal Orleans, Hot Song from Nowhere. It's a great fucking album. That's because Led Zeppelin's a great fucking band. And all their albums are great. All right, next, I would say In Through the Outdoor. But the reason I would put In Through the Outdoor above Presence has a lot to do with timeline. I didn't own Presence when I bought In Through the Outdoor, when In Through the Outdoor was new. And I love the hell out of that album. Carousel Alhambra, my favorite song on there. I'm Gonna Crawl, Robert's voice on that song. Love it. In the Evening, I love it. I love All My Love. I even love Hot Dog, that's right. But yeah, that would be nice. Then after that, I will have to go with the first album. I think it's an awesome album. Communication Breakdown, Good Times, Bad Times, How Many More Times, Since I've Been Loving. No, that's on Zeppelin 3. Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You. I can go on and on. Amazing album. And then I would go with Zeppelin 2. Zeppelin 2, I would say, is the next one. My favorite song off that one is Bring It On Home. Killer. I love Whole Lotta Love. I love the hell out of that. And my favorite part of Whole Lotta Love is when it gets all weird in the middle. And the crazy singing in the background. And then bam, 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 bam. Fucking awesome. Yeah, Zeppelin 2. Awesome. All right. Then I'll go with Zeppelin 4. Yeah, I'll put 3 above 4. Zeppelin 4 is great, though. I love Battle Evermore. I love rock and roll. Never get burnt out on it. As I said, the greatest song ever written was Stairway to Heaven. Misty Mountain Hop's amazing. Four Sticks. Going to California When the Levee Breaks. Awesome album. Then I'll go with 3. I love 3, but yeah, the last 2 songs on 3, hats off to Royal Harper and Boneyard These Nuts. Everything before that is stellar. But yeah, it ends with a thud. But still, I'll put it above Zeppelin 4. All right, that leaves 2 left. And I'm going to have to go with Houses of the Holy Man as number 2. Song remains the same. The Rain song. The guitar playing on the Rain song is so freaking majestic and perfect. I can't get enough of the Rain song. What Jimmy does on that tune, Over the Hills, Far Away is awesome. I hate the crunge. I love Dancing Days and Jamaica and fucking No Quarter, man. And of course, The Ocean. Amazing. So that leaves me with my favorite, which is Physical Graffiti, man. What an album. I fucking love that album. And here I am, standing in front of the Physical Graffiti building in Manhattan, New York. And yes, I know, the Rolling Stones filmed Waiting for a Friend video there. Anyway, thank you so much for watching The Only News That Matters. And please leave your comments below what you feel. Are you excited about this movie? Do you like to rank the Led Zeppelin albums? I would love to know. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And ring that little notification bell. And like the video because it's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty. Listen to The Rover by Led Zeppelin. And smack 'em a gob.
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. For we've received orders for to sail back to Boston. And so never more shall we see you again.